Yeah, go. Whoa, you see that intro,
Oh, it's
girl?
beautiful.
That was
Love
that
it.
intro life. That's real. That's when you ready for real life. Yes,
Yes.
Nancy. What's going on? What's going on?
Hey,
Challenge life
y'all.
family. Hey, super excited that we're here again. So we're going live. We're doing it. Yes, today. So Challenge Life family, today, we are doing a live broadcast today. And dun, 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 I am Vanita. Yes. I don't know, that little music, a little beat was in my head. And we have the magnificent, the awesome, the spectacular, the one and only. You will not find another, so don't even bother looking. Yes, it is your girl. Tell them who you is and who you be.
Hey, y'all. How's everybody doing? My name is Yo, but you can call me Yo Yo. I am the owner and creator of King and I Music and Creative Services. I am also involved in this amazing challenge life family, and I am client relations. So I'm your go-to girl. Holla.
Holla, holla back. Yeah. So you know what? Today is going to be a good day because
Yes.
today, not only do I know what I'm talking about, I know what we're talking about. All right. So today we are doing dun, 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 trade school versus college. This is the age old conversation. I don't think this is ever going to get old. It's not, right? And I think we're going to lay some things to rest. And I think that we're going to help a lot of people today. I don't care when you watch this video, it's going to be real, it's going to be relevant.
Relevant.
So we're going to get down to it. So we cannot make you decide, but we gonna help you to make a decision today.
Yes.
So we are going to go and we're going to use three articles that we came across that we thought were so wonderful, and I think they're going to help us to like drive the point home today. So one came from Skill Point. It was 6 reasons to consider trade schools instead of college. One was the best schools. It was called Trade Schools versus College. And one was actually a LinkedIn article by Hunter Caston. He wrote an article, College Degrees versus Trade Schools. And actually, he's from FSG. They have a lighting or an electrician school. So they know about dun, 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 trade schools. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So before we start the discussion, I think we have to tell you a little bit about ourselves
Yeah.
and our trade school life. I'm gonna,
Definitely.
I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off for you. Yes. So many people, when they see, doctor behind my name, they think that I've been there my whole life. No, right? I done had I think 8 of the 12 career categories down there. I done been in them. I done been in these trenches, y'all. I done been in these streets. Okay. I have been everything from like a cook to a chef to a EMT to a
Wow.
medical assistant. Don't put your fingers up. Don't do me dirt. Don't You start counting, it's gonna be wrong. It's gonna
I'm
be
counting mine too.
right, right. I'd have been enlisted in the military. Right. I used to think I could do some hair, but it wasn't licensed. Ain't nobody had no license on that, right? I used to be a dancer. So like literally been all over the place, right? Um, I believe I think I got a business, but not really. Right? So he just been playing in all these fields. So trade schools are legit, right? And we're gonna get into why they are legitimate. So when we talk about trade schools and why they are so important, because everybody ain't meant to go to college. Like, truthfully speaking, I wasn't meant to go to college. Like, and we're gonna talk about why. I wasn't meant to go to nobody college, and
Mhm.
I suffered through it. And it was like pulling teeth. And though I still have mine, don't let this smile fool you. There's a couple missing in the back. The mullets is gone. School, just going to school, it was what everybody was, told you was supposed to do, but
Right.
everybody wasn't meant to be there.
Hmm.
And many of us suffer. So we're gonna go through some of these numbers and you're gonna see why. So that was my you should have took yourself to trade school earlier, but you didn't
Right.
life.
Right. Right.
So I'm gonna let you tell your story.
So my story, I don't have that many career body counts, but I will say I am definitely have been on both sides. I went the traditional route, 4-year college, because it was what we were supposed to do back then, the
Are
right
those air quotes?
those are air quotes, yeah. Go to college, figure it out in college.
Yeah,
But when I think about it, that does not make any sense. It's
no sense.
wasting time and money, right? And so I did that as well. And then I also always deep down felt like I'm supposed to do my own thing. So I started my own business while I was in college.
Oh, sweet.
I went to a trade school and got my license for massage therapy. And then look at me now, and I took all of that and turned it into my own business. So I've definitely
Yes.
went both routes, and they're good and bad to both routes.
Let's
But
do it.
figuring out where to start on that route is very important. Finding out early where to start, because I
Early.
wasted a lot of time and money. So
Okay, so let's just go ahead and put out the disclaimer.
yeah,
Early.
early, early.
Early. Challengelife.com. You need to figure it out. We do career exploration. You need to find it out faster,
Yes.
easier, and oh my goodness, most important, with less student debt. Let me tell you, Sally Mae don't care if you cute. She don't care nothing about she want her money.
You want
So
it.
you can go out here and rack up all this student debt if you want to.
Hmm.
Sally Mae gonna come for you, and you can only go into default and hide for so long. Okay, so challengelife.com, career exploration is so essential, and we don't do it enough. You need to know who you're supposed to be by the time you're 14, so that by the time
Early. Yeah.
early, early. So by the time you're in high school, you are taking AP courses, which are college level courses while you in high school, because they almost cheap to free while
Right.
you in high school, so that you can figure out what trade school, or if college is for you, and there are several people college is for you, yes it is, that
Hmm.
you can get almost a year worth of college done while you in high school, so you can be successful,
Knock it
decrease
out.
that student debt. Boom, come on. But you got to know who you want to be when you're 14, 16 years old, and who know that. don't, don't know who don't nobody know that, don't nobody. But with career exploration, we can help guide you to your passions and your purposes. And it's not that you have one and you might have six, you
Right.
have 22, but we can kind of narrow down the playing fields so that you're not all over the place. Challengelife.com. You got to do it
Got it.
faster, easier, less student debt. Go to challengelife.com. And we also have the Cash In on Your Passion Challenge. We just started it. Boom, boom, boom. Go to passion.challengelife.com and do the 30-day challenge. You can start now and find out your career path faster, easier, and less student debt. Okay, commercial over. Let's get into it. Skill point. Did 6 reasons to consider trade school. Let's
Hmm.
let's do it. Let's do it. First, let's do the stats. Let's do the stats. So
Okay.
63% of
Give us the
people,
number.
63% of people, I want you 63. Like, don't even like the only 63% of people who go to college finish in 6 years. Who, college supposed to be 4 years. Um,
Supposed to be.
Four. They at six. Only 63% of people are finishing.
Wow.
Where them other 40? Where them other people at? Where them other 40 at? And how much? Do you know how much money that is?
Yeah.
Do,
Scary.
scary
It's
amounts because they still going to school. That means they still taking classes.
right.
They changing their majors. They don't know who, what,
That.
where. That that's the the I call it the college trap. You
Mhm.
go in, you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, and you just change careers 152 times.
Right.
You never change your career in college. You better know. Hey, hashtag you better know.
You better know
Right?
it.
You better know. So 40% of y'all getting lost. Trade school in 2 years, usually less than 2 years, you can have a career. So we're gonna do winner loser. That's what we're gonna do, Yolanda. Winner loser.
Okay. All right.
College trade school, winner loser.
Winning.
Trade school, trade school be winning. They
Trade
they
school, you winning all day.
they
All
they
day.
be winning. I'm sorry, especially if you don't know what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly. You
Why?
spend less money and less time figuring that out. And when you get done with the trade, you can go right into a career field.
Like that?
Do it. Like it's probably a really good percentage of whatever you go to that trade school for, you gonna work immediately in
Immediately.
that. You're not gonna have
In,
to, oh, let me take a lesser position and work my way and this, that. No, you get out quick, you start making money quick, and then from there you can still figure it out. Do I want to go deeper into this or do I want to change? You know what I mean? You could can I do I want to go to a 4-year college after that? It's so much better when you get in that ground level already bringing something.
already bringing it in. Skill point says
Yep.
six. I'm gonna go down all six reasons. Hands-on education. Head start to building wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Less student debt, guaranteed job, a job in the right field, and strong return on your investment.
Yes. All that. Winning.
Hashtag
Hashtag winning.
winning. Hashtag, I mean, all day. Like
Yep.
first of all, for all of us kinetic learners, that means you can't just, I mean, because we all learn different.
Right.
And I wish they told people this, that everybody can't listen to somebody talk to them at a podium, because I'm going, wah, 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 wah.
Right. That Charlie
Charlie
Brown.
Brown,
The Charlie
wah,
Brown.
wah, 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 wah. If I'm not asleep, that's,
Right. Right.
I don't know what you're talking about. So kinetic learner, I got to put my hands on it. So when I was in school, as I struggled academically, but
Mm-hmm.
clinically, I'm a beast. You're not going, if you let me take something apart, put it back together, I got you. But
Hand.
in them books,
Right.
ooh, but this is the one. You get a head start at building wealth. What you think about that?
Love it. Who doesn't want that? Who? First of all, people don't really go into school thinking about building wealth. They're just, okay, I'm here. Let me get all I can and then go to work. Like building wealth, that's what it's really about at the end of the day, right?
Right. And why you gonna start off in $150,000 home
In debt. Right.
for your 6 years?
Right.
You a super senior. You 20.
Super sick.
You a
Oh,
senior time three. I'm my third year as a senior. What? No, ma'am. No.
uh,
Yeah. So you have less debt. We're gonna go over some of them debt numbers in our next article. You have less debt
mm-hmm.
because you're already finishing 2 years. Some of these professions, I mean, it's a couple of months, it's 18 months. You're not even at 2 years and you're already amassing money. You're already making money. You're not, they still got 3 more years of school.
Right.
You're already making money. And then a guaranteed job,
Mm-hmm.
because most trade schools, they're placing you into these fields and
Right.
you're ready. I'm going to give trade school the win.
The win. Trade schools for the win. Woo,
Trade
woo, woo.
schools for the win here. So the next article was by the best schools, trade school versus college. And this is where we're going to get into some really juicy numbers. This is where my little fingertips, that money. Hey, Oh, sorry. So then it talked about the cost of school, and I was like, okay, we know our little numbers, and then no, you don't know these numbers. Here's the stats because you got to know it. It was talking about this came from educationdata.org that
Mhm.
in state, this is regular in state for 1 year, um, without room and board 10K, with room and board maybe 21K.
Mm,
Wait a minute. That's 1 year.
that's one
One
year.
year. After 4 years, we're talking about 87,000. Okay, my back started itching. It wasn't because I needed lotion either.
Right.
Right. So then it said out of state 26K. That's
God,
without room and board. With K 38K. 1 year. Oh wait, one, two, three, four. That's $153,320. They got that 320 in.
you better know.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
girl, mm-mm. I said no. Then they talked about private school, 36K without, 49K with, $199,500. Now that's not even the super senior six, because you know they going for that 6 year. Uh,
Right.
girl, who in the what? So let me go
Nobody
ahead.
has time. Nobody.
Ain't nobody got no time for that. And you paying this back to Sally Mae over 20, baby, that's a mortgage. Listen, then they talked about the average cost for a trade school, average around the block is
Mm-hmm.
about $33,000.
One and done. In, out.
Who,
That's it.
who, this ain't even a fight. This ain't
Uh-uh.
even no,
It
this ain't,
ain't fair.
this
Fighting
ain't
fair.
this
Mm-mm.
ain't even fair. And some of the trade schools you can get in and out for 2K. Some of them are a little bit more expensive, but for somebody who doesn't know what they want to do or you're not sure, why would you go to a 4 year college and spin your wheels and you're not sure, as opposed to maybe doing something that can in 18 months and 2 years give you some money in your pocket, get
Yep.
you going until you figure it out.
Hmm.
Or of course you can go to channelslife.com and find out what your passion and your purpose is. Oh, boop, boop, boop,
Before
commercial.
you even graduate high school, hello.
You better put a lasso around that and pull it in. So who gets the win?
I'm gonna go trade schools
I'm
for the
gonna
win.
go, I'm gonna go trade school
I
for that
mean,
W. Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, yeah. So that was the best schools there. Then they talked about three other things: job security, flexibility, and time.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, job security, trade schools. Usually, you are coming right from a trade school. A lot of them do have placement
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They have a program. Yep.
program that takes you directly in right after school. You
So
in
there's no
university
downtime looking for a job and sending out 30 resumes and all this and that. Nope.
competing with the other 372 people you graduated with.
Right. 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 There's no, yeah, less competition. Hey.
And then this also you're in a mostly these like service jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a different arena than the college life, right?
It
And
is. Yeah.
then flexibility. Um, and this is where I think that going to college does make a difference. When you go and get a trade, you
Yeah.
you in a trade. You
Yeah.
you you traded in. You ain't trading up. You ain't trading around. You traded you you a massage therapist.
It's
You
pretty
was a massage.
specific. Yeah.
That's it, boo. That's
That's it.
you for life. If you don't come up out of that, whereas you get a business degree,
Mm-hmm.
you got more flexibility. It's way more fluid.
Mm-hmm.
It's very specific. I would call it rigid.
Mm-hmm.
Trade schools are rigid. If you want to be a plumber, chances are you're not going to be in aviation.
Right. Right.
It's very, you can't switch out. I think that is you're gonna take the L on that.
Mm-hmm.
Trade schools ain't you're not gonna switch around. It is very rigid, and it's even though the time is short. Um, for the one thing I will say about getting a business degree is when it's time to move up and move around in management. Yeah, when you have a degree, when they're looking
Mhm.
for that management skill,
Right.
yeah, that, and I've been in a lot, so I've seen when you're the nursing assistant as opposed to the nurse.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hashtag you're gonna take that L. You're gonna take
Yep.
that L. You'll take that L all day. You ain't gonna be no, there'll be no winning for you in that.
Nope.
You are definitely leadership and flexibility. You taking the L trade
Yeah.
school. You
Yep.
just gonna go ahead. We got to be honest on both sides. Hashtag go back to school and get that degree. But you know what? You is paid while you taking that L.
Why are you getting it? Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Hashtag it's an L and a half.
Just a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
the L and a quarter. Can we call it the L and a quarter?
L and a quarter. L and a
I'll give
quarter.
you L and a quarter. We'll give you an L and a quarter on that. All right. And last but not least, there's a gentleman. His name is Hunter Kashkin. He wrote an article about FSG, and they actually do lighting. It's an electrician school, and he actually talked about the return on investment. And this is something that I really want to talk about as we're closing up and closing it down.
Yeah.
The return on investment. If I got to put 87, 153, or $199,000 into something,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm coming out hot, making that 50,000.
What you think?
Yeah. And, and Sally Mae know my name. It's like she living in my house with Alexa, Google. I got I got Netflix, I got Hulu, I got all these people living in my
Sally
house
Mae.
want me to pay them.
Right.
Sally Mae want her money,
You
and
want
she want her percentage every month,
her?
and she want it with interest though. At least Hulu and everybody else, they scrape. They at $14, 14.99. They might go up a little bit, and depending on if it's subsidized or unsubsidized, she want her money.
She wants it. With
And
it.
with interest though, like it's never ending. It's amateur. Like you never, it never goes down. It don't never seem like it don't. You just pay. You just pay to be paid. I don't know. The return on the investment between trade schools and I don't know. What do you think?
Trade schools all day.
It's not. There's no. I don't think there's a. Even if you pay $30,000.
Right. Even at the top, the top of the average or whatever it is, it's still, yeah. Trade schools are winning all day. You're going to get it back. You're going to get it back much faster. And when you come out, you'll probably make more than what you spent, depending on what you get into. So, and
I
that's
think
where that wealth building comes in too. Cause it's like you coming out the gate already knocking down that debt. You're knocking it down.
yeah, like it's not even. I don't think it's comparable. I think what you just said, you make back what you spent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like immediately, like if
Immediate.
immediately, like I don't even know what it looks like to have $153,000 worth of debt. Like you can't.
Ugh. Yeah.
Like you're never gonna see the end of that, right? So that's uh and it's risky. I think that's risky.
Oh yeah. 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 But
And also most of these things now, I'm not trying to be mean, a bachelor's, it almost don't mean nothing no more.
right. Right. That's scary. That is scary.
You coming out and that's the lower level. Then you have to go and get higher education.
Right. Which is more money, more time.
And now, and I'm not trying to be mean to everybody who's a masters, almost everybody got one
Mm-hmm.
because they're online, right? So
Yeah.
everybody got an MBA.
Mm-hmm.
So now the starting level is a master's, and now you have to you got to get a doctorate
Wow.
to to just be in your career. Whereas somebody who's a radiology tech or whatever, and they were talking about some of these, and I'm just going to read you some of these. The radiology tech And some of these respiratory therapists make 63,000.
Mm.
Uh, Power line, I'm not sure if it's a power line and person that puts them in or the one who maintains it, 71,000.
Who
A
knew?
power plant worker, 79. I said, how tight? you
Wow.
you making more than, I mean, a radiologist, 63.
Mm.
Construction workers are making 52. I was like, this is, if you think, even if they put in 30,
Right, right, right.
it, I don't know. But the one thing I will say is that at least for most of the degree programs, you can, of course, they're going to give you student loans. Some of these programs to get into trade schools, some of the, it's harder to get money sometimes to finance them,
To go into it. Mhm.
to go into it. So you do have to sometimes with a little bit more money.
Mhm.
I don't know. So we can wrap it up all day. Give me your full assessment on the trade school life.
Look, I feel it's in the numbers, it's in the research. The proof is in the pudding that trade schools are definitely winning. I know it kind of sounds like you going to a trade school, you get a certificate, but if you think about it, especially the way the world seems to be changing and careers are changing with this whole online business and social media and all these other little careers that are popping up that are kind of new, you don't need to go to a 4-year college to do a lot of this stuff. A lot of it can be taught online, quickly through trade schools. It costs less. You come out with a skill that you yourself can build upon and
Yeah.
use to maneuver your way into whatever career you want to go into. And so you coming out of a trade school with, to me, with a lot more um in your favor,
Yeah.
a lot more in your favor to call your own shots, make your own way. Yes, there are some careers where you do need to go to a 4-year college.
Definitely.
Definitely go there because you need to do that for whatever it is you're trying to achieve. But if you kind of know or don't know if school is for you, or you're kind of worried about your finances or anything like that, I just want to say Challenge Life has an amazing program where you can get in as young as 14, 15, 16, kind of start getting yourself ready and geared up to say, what is it that I am passionate about, that
Yeah.
I like? Where can I serve? Where do I want to help? Where do I see a problem where I can get in and try to do better? I have all these crazy ideas. If you know or don't know, take a career exploration course like what we offer. Talk to some mentors that we
Yes.
have that are available to you, that have been where you're trying to go, that can help guide you, and get in there and find out quickly. The sooner you know,
The
the,
better.
the better. It
The
saves
better.
you money, it saves you time, it saves you stress, all kinds of things that it's beneficial
Hair.
for. So that's my 2 cents. Again, I did both, and hey, you learn by doing both. But if I could do it over
If
again,
I could do it over
I would
again,
start younger and I would find out where my river is, and I would jump in it and just take off.
take off. Yes. Boom. That's it.
That's it.
So the answer is it's either or. It's
Mm.
up to you and what you want to do.
That's
Yes, going to college is amazing. It's wonderful. If you know what you want to be and needing a degree is what it takes to get there. If you want to
that.
be a doctor, a nurse, a scientist, engineer, STEM, whatever, and
Hmm.
you need a degree to get there, yes, but make sure that that's what you want to do and we can decrease that student debt. But if you are not sure and you don't know, or you want a career that's in trade, or you're a hands-on person, whatever it is, do not dismiss the trades because they are a great way to monetize, get a return on your investment, and get somewhere quickly. Trade schools are the bomb. Do what you love what you do, know what you're going to do so you can get there faster, easier, and less student debt. Challengelife.com. Yo in the house, Vanita. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And we will
Thank
talk to
you.
you soon.
Talk to
Bye,
you
guys.
there. See you on the next one.
See you on the next.